Chit-Chat, 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 Chit-Chat.
What I want my audience to get from my shows is to experience a journey. They're going to see a pop cabaret style show that's got singing, dancing, costume changes. It's got themes, it's got storylines. It's a real life musical theatre, if you will, but as a pop show, as a rock show.
I know who you are, and I like it, I like it. I know who you are, and I like it, I like it.
When I was 12, all the pop stars that I was listening to were my sense of hope. I'd like to be that for my audience too.
The boys are like Transformers, but I was a robot in disguise.
I think my earliest memory of music was going to my cousin's place as a child, and they had a vinyl player and they were playing 12-inch records, and I just loved the sounds, I loved the artists. It was Duran Duran, it was Prince, it was Madonna, it was Boy George. These were the songs they were listening to, and that was what I grew to love. And that definitely still remains with me now and influences my sound, it influences the way I dress and the music that I write.
That's what makes me happy. I'm into girly things. It was bumper to bumper.
The first time I knew I could write was when I just started writing poetry. And that wasn't even with music or a rhythm or a melody or anything. It was only then later that I turned the words into rhymes and melodies, and then they became a tune and they became a song. The way I write songs starts off with an idea. It's generally a title or something that I hear someone saying, or I hear a catchphrase somewhere, or conversations with friends, and I write it down. I keep a notebook. I write down interesting things. I'm forever taking down notes and writing stuff down. The first song that I've ever written was probably called Can You Love Me, I'm Lonely Tonight. I might have been like 14.
Do you like it, Mr. O'Brien?
That's good. Did you write that yourself?
Yes, I wrote the song myself. People love people, help find a way, and together you'll be so strong. People love people, that's our sanity. Together we get along. Let's live together, let's live forever. Love is here to endeavor, that's for each other.
I do love working with musicians and songwriters and producers. That to me is where all the fun stuff happens when you're collaborating and co-writing. I really enjoy doing that. That's what makes it really exciting when I meet musicians and they're like, oh, no one's ever sung that or done that or said that, and it's kind of like, well, great, we're making some pioneering breakthroughs. When I started in live music in Sydney, I started in a rock band, so my image was quite tame. It was quite toned down. It wasn't as expressive as it is nowadays. I express myself more when I can tap into interesting clothes and different ways of presenting myself. Some people can struggle with identifying with that. There's two sides of the coin. You can get people who struggle with identifying with that and they can't see past your image to connect to your music. That's the sad one. But the great one is when people kind of say, wow, I love what you wear, love what, your personality on stage, or I love what that song made me feel. When I hear those things, then I know that the work I'm doing has translated. Part of being an artist in the entertainment industry also makes you subject to criticism, public criticism, and you just have to take it on the chin. You really do, because it gets worse, and even if you are perfect, they're still going to find things to pick at. They say that leaders are loners. I do feel like a leader, I do feel like a loner, but I embrace the lovely people I get to work with, the lovely team that supports what I do, the audience that loves my music and songs. That is exciting for me to know that my music, that my songs, that my messages, that my passion for life has a place to go. And if this is a positive role model for some people, then I'm thrilled.
I could tell you a million words.
The reason why I'm so motivated and I keep going with my music is because that's what I do best. That's what I love, that's all I know. That's the area that I can express myself, and that's the area where I feel like I have a purpose and a duty in this life. I wrote the song Lady Midnight at a time when Lady Gaga first came into the scene, so it's a bit of a homage to Lady Gaga, but at the same time it's also a reflection of the entertainment industry and society. That some people are believed to think that you need to win a pop star show to be a pop star, which isn't the case. I think real artists are people who write their own songs, who dress themselves, who have a fantastic personality, who know what they want and they go for it. And Lady Midnight is a strong representation of holding your power.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, I'm Disco Jesus.
When I wrote Disco Jesus, I wanted it to be something fun for people. Religion was used as a metaphor in that song. I think you can be a religious person and still let your hair down and have fun.
The boss. Who am I? I'm Disco Jesus. Disco Jesus.
It was just about enjoying yourself without guilt.
Oh, I'm Disco Jesus.
Awkwardly embracing. Why the need to come and say hello?
Chit-Chat, through time, is developed into the Chit-Chat romance, which is the ballad that everyone sees on YouTube now. The message in that song is about, not knowing where you stand with that person. If they're going to be at the party, they're not telling you how they feel, you're not telling that person how you feel. So it's mixed messages. It's also about leaving that party, not knowing if you're going to get that phone number, if you've met someone for the first time. So it's a struggle. It's like a love-hate relationship, but in the end of the song, you reunite and you realize that whether you're chit-chatting or not, you actually have a lot more in common than you think, and you just connect. And I think it was a message about the passion in romance. I feel that the best of me is yet to come. I'm still evolving. I think it's the journey rather than the destination. So for me, it's about enjoying all the increments that come along with being an artist. The most rewarding thing for me in life at the moment is knowing that I inspire a lot of people to follow what they want to do in life, and that I've offered hope to other people, because I too always look for hope, always look for inspiration. So for me, if I can find that in others, that's fantastic, and if others find that in me, that's amazing.